Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the live stream. And Angela, yeah, thank you for the good morning wishes. 3 a.m. here, and we're starting the live stream on the topic what any of us should know as of this moment. It's something that we, or I should I say, tried a couple of weeks ago, and I really enjoyed it. It's kind of like laid off type of a stream for me, so I hope that I would be able to bring it to you one more time, and we all get to enjoy these hour and a half, couple of hours of interaction, and as well a tarot readings and tarot predictions. So, with that being said, guys, throwing ourselves directly into it, and before we start, just to tell you for any newcomer here, how these live streams at that channel are to take place. Hello, Sarah and MT, welcome to the live stream. I hope you both enjoy it. So the live stream, throughout the live stream, I'm gonna read for the star signs, starting Aries, finishing up with a Pisces, and the reading is going to be a elemental dignities reading. I'm gonna throw 3 cards, and through this technique or a method, depending how you would like to see it, you do form a one message from these 3 cards, and I do enjoy that technique. In fact, I use it all the time, and thanks to it, I no longer, for example, need to draw a Celtic cross or any of these kind of like complex spreads. So throughout the live stream, as I said, there are going to be certain breaks. After every 4 star signs, I'm going to announce a break, and throughout this break there is going to be a free reading giveaway. So if you do want to have a free reading with me, like a trial, or you just can't afford a personal reading, which by the way you can get by going at my website, which you're going to find into the description down below. So only thing you got to do in order to participate into these free reading giveaways is to input your question into the comments once I do announce the break, and you are going to have 5 minutes to do so. And I'm going to choose one question after those 5 minutes, and I'm going to perform a professional reading on that question. Aside from that, anybody who supports the live stream and the channel through Super Chat is going to get their reading at the end of the live stream, regardless or are they chosen or not for the free reading giveaway. And of course, if you do want a personalized reading, you can go to my website, which once again, it's written here into the description of the live stream. But there are 2 services which are not displayed. There is a queue for those services at the end of every month, and as right now we are at the month of October, at the end of the month of October, I need to let you know that the queue for the monthly reading, November monthly reading, is now open. Information for it you're going to find into the description once again, and how to purchase that reading, and as well the Le Grand Tableau, and again, excuse my French here, which is a Lenormand reading, and it shows events that are to happen to you in the future. The queue is also open. And if you do want to dare fate and know what kind of events you are going to experience in the future, you can definitely go for this one. Also, description for it you're gonna find, or details for it you're gonna find into the description down below of this live stream. Tara and Stacy, welcome to the live stream. Hopefully you are going to enjoy it. All right, so let me shuffle here. Let me finish the shuffle. I actually did not made my riffle. I do enjoy doing riffle shuffle. And I knew it. Cut, and let's see what Aries needs to know this moment. And the very first card for Aries, that will be the Temperance. are catalyzed from one side with the Three of Pentacles, and from the other side that is going to be with the Seven of Pentacles. These three cards. I'm glad you enjoyed, Angela. And hello, Nicole. Welcome to the stream. Hello, Giselle, as well. Welcome to the stream. Hope you both enjoy your time here. So pretty interesting elements of dignity is what we do have here for you, Aries. Now, the first and the second clashes of the elements, they do form a active neutrals, okay, as we can see them that way. And pretty much what you need to know right now, Aries, it is that your concept and idea for how you are to proceed forward with your affairs, it's pretty much on point. It's dead on. And what you are going to convince you of it even more is if you do have people who struggle against it, you know, people that does not think that what you are planning to do and how you plan to proceed or chase with your enterprises into the future are a present. Now it seems that, guys, you have the awareness. I will approach the situation from that way. So you do have the awareness of what are the correct measures and the exact approach that you need to take towards your career and relationship affairs as well. But there is a one ingredient. Hello, Anna, welcome to the stream as well. Okay, so there is one ingredient that you need to consider putting into your approach, and that is solidarity and compassion as well. Because what is important into the upcoming few days and as well into the upcoming few weeks also, it is that you but to show to people that you worth you worth their respect, or you can, yeah, it's, I guess this is how you can say it, that you are worthy of their respect, but without a bending the knee, meaning that you know what you want, you know the how you're gonna get it, and you don't care if anybody agrees with that or not. You are striving into that direction, and yet you are doing it in such a way that you are not crossing any lines and you're not crossing any paths with anybody around, and that will allow you to pretty much win the respect of those who are around you. And a lot of people are gonna leave you alone should they be how can I say, should they be messing around with your stuff up until this moment. Additionally to that, it seems, Aries, that you will be able to get through a certain people with your concepts and as well with your ideas, and people will find it very difficult to argue with you. But bottom line here, guys, it is of what you need to know, Aries. It is that you are on the right track with your things, or at least the concept and your plans that you want to exert into your environment, they are the right approach. So if you think about something right now you want to do into the next few days, it's you are putting your chips on the right bets or on the right number. I don't know how to say it. So you should not slow up your pace, no matter how much those around you wish that to happen, and no matter how much people are trying to talk you out of a certain stuff. Okay, talk you out of a certain ideas of yours, or as well of a certain concepts of yours. You should not allow that thing to happen. Hello, Egypt. Welcome to the stream. And the classic slasher. Welcome to the stream as well. So moving next, we do have Taurus. So for Taurus, what Taurus needs to know right now, the first card, that is going to be the Knight of Wands. catalyzed from one side with the Ace of Wands. By the way, knights here in this deck, guys, they are kings into the traditional deck. And then we do have the Ace of Cups from the other side. So we do have these three cards for Taurus. And obviously what you need to be aware of right now, Taurus, is a person around you. Just give me a second to sip here. So you should be aware that somebody has a huge interest towards you. That interest, though, it's not love, and that is pretty clear from that elemental dignity we have in between these two cards. Now, that elemental dignity, guys, or Taurus, this is a active enemy elemental dignity, and it speaks that love for sure is gonna ruin out whatever interest that person has, which pretty much means to me that this is a either business interest or a friendship interest or some kind of an affair interest. It could be an interest being friends with benefits, but not something serious as a commitment. Angela, it's warm because I made it 15 minutes ago. It's still warm. But I don't have a problem drinking it hot, warm, or cold. It makes no difference to me. So again, the person has an interest in you, and it is a big interest. Why though? Why that person has an interest in you? Because they find you challenging, and that is very important. Now, these people, the King of Wands, especially when they are catalyzed or within an element of dignity with the Ace of Wands, they their ambition always lies with the oh my god, so difficult to explain it. It always lies within the unconquered challenges, something different, something new, something that they are not sure. They are up for the job, they are up for the thing, they are up for the task, and they want to prove themselves that they can pretty much capture it, they can pretty much, you know, overwhelm or win that particular conquest. These people, they are very ambitious, okay? So when they set a point, when they set a fulcrum, they don't really give up unless their interest is redirected into something different. So yeah, that definitely could be a fair, and especially if you are now either you do have either a husband or a wife, or in other words, you are married. There you go, you do have a challenge. That person set a challenge for themselves to seduce you, or you know, just because you are showing yourself being too hard to get because you are now in a relationship. It could be also some kind of a project that they have that they are not very certain into it, and they see it challenging, and they want you to help them with the project as well. In any case, we do have, what you need to know is we do have somebody that has a huge interest in you, and that is not a love interest. If it is an intimate interest, it is a passionate interest. All right, so they are very passionate about you, but that's not love. That doesn't mean that love cannot take place there. That doesn't mean that love cannot be born in the future, but for now it isn't. How you're going to recognize that person? They hate losing, and as well they love enjoying life with all of its forms. So that person parties, that person does things for their own amusement, and that is how you're going to recognize them. But again, they are a very, very ambitious. And by the way, the thing that they see, that they kind of like have an interest in you, should flatter you, because Knights of Wands, usually they're very well situated and they have a lot of accomplishments throughout their lives, and they do not show interest into none should that person not be at their level or above. So they see you the very least as a equal. And thank you, Angela. What was I about to say? They see you as an equal, and what they are coming up as an offer, because that interest comes up with an offer, some kind of an offer. That offer is going to happen to be rather very gaining for one, and it will pose you or throw you in an environment that you don't have much experience into, but it's going to be very interesting environment. Again, I do believe that we are talking about either business, or we are talking about either some kind of a friendship. It's highly unlikely that this is going to be a intimate situation. It could be intimate, but it will be friends with benefits type of intimacy. Okay, don't allow yourself being beguiled in big words. That was for Taurus. Now next one we do have Gemini. So Gemini, first one, that is going to be the King of Cups, catalyzed from one side with the Four of Pentacles, and then with the from the other side, that is going to be with the Queen of Swords. Those three cards. And we do have a passive friends, passive neutrals, elemental dignities, and without a doubt, Gemini, your way, what is coming is a proposition. It's an offer that it is coming your way, an offer which will ensure, it will grant you insurance into your secured future, and it is an offer that in reality there is no need for you to deny it whatsoever. That offer, though, most likely is not going to be offered in regards to the most difficult thing you are doing in your life. You know, we do have those kind of situations. Let me take a vibe before I continue. You know, guys, we do have these moments in our lives where we do have an aspect there that is an aspect we wish we have the means to push it through, right? And at that moment, it is the thing that we think the most about. Okay, so just to give you an example of it, take it that way. You have an amazing family, okay, an amazing marriage, but your career is DOA, and the only thing you can think of, it is your career and how your career is going to take off, or vice versa. You know, we do have these things that something is lacking in our life, and we want to push that thing through. This proposal, this offer that it is coming our way is not going to regard to that, unfortunately. Okay, so it's not going to be the out of the jail card, okay, or what we have waited. It will be an addendum to the environment and the aspects of our life that we already have a pretty good progress into. But that doesn't mean that it is a bad offer, or it is an offer that we don't need at all. Like I said at the start, there is no need for us to pass on this one. The offer from that person, it will be directed with quite of a professional shade, if I may say it that way. Even if it is a romantic offer, still is going to be presented very, very professionally to us. And like I said, is going to ensure our certain and secure future, nothing more, nothing less. And will allow us as well to establish ourselves in a position where we're not going to jeopardize our belongings thus far. Now, should that be a romantic offer, you need to know that that person pretty much is determined to stick around with you until you leave them behind, or until life do us apart, or death do us apart, so to speak. Career offer and relationship offer, not relationship, career offer, job offer, I'm sorry. They do have an open spot for you, and they cannot think of a better replacement. But again, that offer doesn't come into the field where you mostly need an offer to come about. So at the start it may not be very thrilling and very amazing. You may even swipe it under the rug, brush it off your shoulder, but again, don't lightly deny it, because it's a really good one. Once again, it's going to ensure your certain and secured future. So next one, that is going to be Cancer. All right, so for Cancer, the first one, that is going to be the Nine of Pentacles. Catalyzed from one side with the High Priestess, and from the other side for Cancer, that is going to be the Five of Wands. Those two, we do have a passive friends, passive neutrals here, okay, like that. And Cancer, what you need to know, it is that you are just about to make a huge leap into a development, okay? Huge leap into a development. You're welcome, Gretel. I hope you enjoyed it. I don't know how to that could relate to many things, guys, in your life. Many things. That huge leap into development, it is there to stay and is going to be one of the most important things that's recently, if not in lifetime, happened to you, Cancer. I don't know, do you realize that? But we do have the perfect, here with those two cards, okay? We do have the perfect soulmate storm. I really hate saying it, but it's kind of true. The better storm for soulmates would have been this one, because these two are different, okay? These are different elemental dignities, but that one is also a pretty good storm, a soulmate type of storm, okay? This is also a storm where you do get the job that you, it may not be your dream job, but it is a job that's you can spend the rest of your life doing, okay? It's that good. So what you need to know, it is that you are approaching the love of your life, you are approaching the job of your life, the deal of your life. You are pretty much approaching something big, something significant that will happen to be, once again, a huge leap into your development moving forward, and is going to be the thing. And the fact that it is neutral with the Five of Wands makes it even better, because it points that it's not going to be a random, it's not going to be a random circumstance, it's not going to be a random event, and it's not going to be unpredictable as well. Well, it's going to be to a certain extent, but not to a such extent that you will feel like, you know, you have been left, or rather like your future had been left to hang in someone else's hands. Therefore, you do have not only the luxury, but you're going to have the ability to control your future within this huge leap into a development. And regardless if that's about a job, regardless if that's about love, it is your thing. It is your thing. It is there to stay, and you will be in it. It's not even convinced. Being in it is gonna bring you your a comfort of your soul. It is like knowing that finally the right thing happened to you, or what you have waited for a very long time happened to you. One of the things that you have waited, because we do wait for many things, right? So very soon, Cancer, you are gonna get, guys, that's what many yearn for, and it's gonna be yours. It's gonna be the big love, the big job, the big project, the big assessment, the big proposal, whatever is coming your way is going to be the big the big thing. So I do hope you are ready for it, because the cards doesn't show how prepared you are for it. Okay, some of you are gonna be able to manage it and keep up with it. Some of you won't be able to manage it. I do hope that all that are listening to it right now are from those who are who will be able to manage it and sustain it for themselves. So that was for the first star signs, and now the first break is gonna take place. Like I said, within these breaks, a free reading giveaway is gonna happen. So any of you guys who do wish a free reading with me, you can start inputting your question into the comments down below. And after about 5 minutes, I'm gonna pick one question, and I'm going to perform a professional reading on it. Anna, for tarot, I think the sun sign is a stronger read for tarot. If you are asking about astrology and listening to reading about the signs, that depends on what you want to know, really. If you want to know about how you are going to go through things, then stronger read is going to be your sun sign. If you want to know what is about to happen to you, okay, then a stronger read is going to be your rising sign. But if you do want to know how you're going to feel about going through things, then a stronger read is going to be your moon sign. So that's why it's very, very important, guys, to listen to all three signs, okay? Your sun, your rising, and as well your moon sign. Sarah, you know that I cannot give you that answer, Sarah, because for one, tarot is not designed to take decisions or to make decisions for anybody. And two, locations are irrelevant for tarot. And I will again give you an example. How is that? Take that you are a lawyer, okay? And so you ask that question, should I move, with the premise of you being successful, right? But if you are a good lawyer, Sarah, you are going to be successful regardless where you are. You are going to be successful in United States, probably where you are right now. You may decide to move to Europe, but if you are a good lawyer, you are going to be a good lawyer in Europe as well, or maybe in Canada also. Same thing about love. If you are meant to be happy, you are going to be regardless where, whom with, and so on and so forth. That's why your decision, it's yours. The location you're gonna go for, it's also part of your decision. And tarot cannot really help you with that unless you do have certain how can I say, certain locations in mind, and you ask for each one with a premise, you know, either in regards to love, career, etc., etc., so can be checked which location is going to be better for you. But the most who can help you with that is astrologer, to look at your solar arc, I believe, where it's going through. And again, I don't know if that's the correct thing that they have to look at, okay? But they look at something and they do see where it's going through, which towns even it's going through, and they can tell you where you can be either most happy or most successful, and so on and so forth. Oh, with that premise. Okay, so Julie Davis, when will I be in a committed relationship? Let's have a look. Now there is a slight change though into the question, because like I said, Tarot is not meant to make decisions for anybody, Julia, and being in a committed relationship or not, it is up to you. Okay, you get to decide that. So what the cards are going to show it is when you have the chance to be in a committed relationship, would you take it or not? It depends on you. By the end of February next year. Okay, those are your cards that we do have. Those are your cards that we do have, and it is like I said, by the end of February next year, and it will be most likely with a person who for the most part scrapes down your nerves a lot. Okay, so you will find fighting with this one quite a lot, and that will be the charm of it. Okay, that will be the thing that kind of like drifts you toward that person and drifts them towards you very, very much. For those who are asking about their guides and spirits, what they want to tell them, if they truly want you to know what they are telling you guys, they will find a way to transmit the message. Heather, thank you so much for your $4.99 US. Again, like I said, by making that support, I am entitled to answer this question at the end of the live stream. But if you can change it, that is going to be great, because like I said, if they want you to know something, they will find a way to transmit it. Alright guys, so that was the first giveaway reading, and the second giveaway reading is going to take place after Scorpio star sign. A couple of minutes to sip a coffee and to have my voice a little bit rested. But if you do wish a personal reading, you can go to my website, where at the very front page you're going to see full list of my services, as well their pricing. And also what you need to know is that the queue for the monthly tarot reading is now open. That tarot reading contains a 9 cards spread, and it focuses on career, finances, and as well relationship. And if you do want to dare faith and you want to know what events are going to happen to you into the future, you can go for the, excuse my French here, Le Grand Tableau. I have to make Pisces Moonbeam tell me how to pronounce that thing correctly, okay, because she knows French. Oh, yeah, and it's I can't for the life of me, I can't, probably I'm butchering this expression so much, but in any case, and it's a 36 cards Lenormand spread that pretty much predict events that are going to happen to you in the future. The only blind side of it, or the only negative aspect of it, it is that you cannot say when. It is pretty much there, it's prediction, it is for the future. That's about how much you can say for it. But through my tests after many years, I know it works. I know that it predicts with exact what is gonna take place. Tableau. All right, tableau. All right. So Le Grand Tableau. I hope that I do pronounce it right now correctly. All right, so Heather, again, thank you so much for your second support here of 4.99. Thank you so much, Heather. I'm gonna take the spirit message, okay? Because tarot is not designed to read health. So I'm gonna take the spirit message and your love life. All right, so moving next, we do have Leo and what Leo is supposed to know. Wow, that's a big confession. Thank you so much, Heather. Right, Leo. First one, we do have the Ace of Wands catalyzed with the High Priestess. And the last one is going to be the Prince of Swords, aka the Knight of Swords. Those three cards for you, Leo. So it's a pretty straightforward of what you need to know right now. You do have a very, very short window of opportunity to take a very gainingful event or an enterprise endeavor at your platter, and it's going to be a short-lived one. Okay, so it will require a snap decision, and the best way how you can make that decision and how you are to recognize what that event is all about, because it may be mixed among many. Okay, it is that when you are to make your choice, are you gonna take it or not? It kind of like it feels right to say yes. That is how you are going to know what that enterprise is, or which that enterprise is. Because let's face it, guys, sometimes we have to say yes even if we don't want to say yes. Okay, but here with it, we simultaneously are gonna want to say yes, and as well it's gonna seem right, like it just is gonna be logically proven, and the whole enterprise is gonna regard something we had never experienced before, no different than in those law shows, okay, for the law shows, for the law, like for example How to Get Away with Murder, Suits, Dr. Bull, and so on and so forth. When you are a law student and suddenly you are proposed to work with a real lawyer on a case, something you never done before, but you do have a little experience into. Okay, so such kind of an enterprise is coming your way. Probably it's an enterprise that you have dream having, that you do want of experiencing, and it is coming your way. But like I said, it's a one-time thing, and it's gonna be a short-lived thing again. So your question may be, well, why? What do I get from it? Well, for one, you do get the reassurance that you can handle it if it happens one more time in the future, or if you do get a chance to be involved in it permanently. Second, it is that it gives you the chance to develop skills and knowledge that you cannot develop anywhere else. And by the way, that skill and that knowledge, it's smothered one, meaning that you had it or you have affinity for it. It's just you have never been put in a situation where you needed it, but now you are going to be, so that will allow you to develop it. And third, you're gonna have a really, really great time with this one, so don't waste it. Okay, you can definitely pass it if you want to, but it's not advisable, so to speak. You should truly have fun here and just take it and move on with it, and making some money from it as well. It's not gonna hurt you at all, or building up some experience. But also on a more personal level, what you need to know is don't follow your presumptions. How can I say it? Well, there is gonna be a conflict within you, Leo. Your feelings and as well your logic is gonna be telling you one thing that you need to do, okay? While your inner voice is gonna be telling another. And inner voice and intuition, these are two different things. Inner voice, it's your experience. For example, you want to do something, but previous failures or going close to failures is your inner voice, and it's telling you don't do it. It's not your intuition. So there is going to be a huge conflict of it, which makes me think that you have went through a similar enterprise back in the days. Things didn't went very well, they went south, and now you may have a quite of a deliberation with yourself, should you take it or not. Well, you should give it another go, okay? You should give it another chance trying it out, and you ain't gonna fail this time around. You need to believe in yourself. Hold on a second, guys. All right. So moving next, we do have Virgo. Hello, Teddy. No worries about the last time. No worries at all. All right, so Virgo, 10 of Swords, catalyzed with the Strength cards, and the last one, it's the King of Swords. Those three cards, what do you need to know right now? Let me take my pill first, because it's about time for me to take my pill. Just long story short, Virgo, what you need to know, it is that you are right, okay? You are right about something that you pretty much figured out on your own. I don't know how to put it into words, but your analysis was right. And it was analysis over a thing that you have been afraid that is going to come true and is about to come true, okay? And just let me take my pill here. And it will put you in a pretty much situation that there is going to be no coming back from. So look at those cards, guys, what they do form here as a elemental dignities, okay? So we have a active friends, active supporters, which active toward the 10 of Swords. And with the Strength card, it pretty much speaks about your impression for a situation or for the whole thing that is going on around you, and that impression pretty much was the right impression. So you have an impression, say that your friend lies to you, and you put it through analysis, and it happens that this comes true, okay? It's undeniable that, for example, they are lying to you, and you just have to cut off that friend. It could be just as unpleasant of having an impression that your beloved one is cheating on you. You put it through analysis, there you go. Unfortunately, it is how it is, so you have to, so you are deciding to cut them off, okay? Here it's what you need to know it is that the time is coming where the whole thing that was building up and building up and building up, it's going to pretty much burst, is going to combust, so to speak, and you won't be able to deny it any longer. And based on that, you will have to make a decision, and you will have to make a move that there is no going back from, pretty much. Now, Ten of Swords usually is considered as a very negative card, right? Something very, very bad is about to happen. But that is because the pressure builds up, right? Here is the pressure from the swords. It's breaking the 10th sword. And the pressure from the swords is the pressure from the truth that it is going on around you. And usually the bad thing happens because by that point, we either, or you in this case, Virgo, you either have denied it, or by pretending that it isn't happening, or you are ignorant for it. Okay, in either case, you won't be able to deny it any longer. The good thing is that the Strength card is a active friend to the Ten of Swords, which means that you will not gonna be hurt by it, by whatever you are about to hear, by whatever you are about to experience. Just on the contrary, you are gonna have your closure, you're gonna have your confirmation, and you will be determined to move forward with your life, regardless of how the situation turns around. On top of it, it seems that you will have as well a plan B here, okay, with the King of Swords next to the Ten of Swords. And what happens it is that regardless of what you will have to do, whom you will have to cut off, what kind of a strategy you will have to take in order to get out of unpleasant situation is going to be very effective and also a very fruitful, at least for you. And through that analysis, what you need to know it is that the way out of that difficulty is going to be pretty much revealed to you guys. So, Nancy, thank you so much for your 1999 support. Thank you so much, Nancy. And Jane, thank you so much for your $5 support. Thank you so much, Jane. Let me put you both into the list, Nancy, with specific request about the dominant energies. Libra, what you need to know, guys, that will be the Fool, followed by, or rather like catalyzed from one side with the Seven of Cups, and catalyzed from the other side here, oh my god, with the Tower. So we do have those three, okay? So we have a active neutrals, active friends, type of elemental dignities, and what you need to know it is that something brand new is coming up, and like the Fool says, so it's like a new beginning, but it is replacing a destruction with the Tower card. So what you need to know it is that, for example, if you have recently lost your job, a new job is coming your way. If you have recently lost your relationship, a new relationship is coming your way. Or what you need to know, Libra, it is that whatever you have lost recently, you are going to regain it back again. This time around is going to be much more, I don't know how to put it into words, profitable, so to speak. So if you have lost your job was puny in comparison to the job that it is coming, okay? If you have lost your relationship was, I don't know how to put it into words, nothing compared to the relationship that is coming your way. And and pretty much whatever you have experienced recently through unpleasant circumstances, or you are maybe experiencing it right now. For example, you are in a process of losing your job or in a process of losing your relationship. All right. So whatever you are experiencing in unpleasant fashion, it is for your own good. It is for your own sake. And very soon it will play very benign role for your life. It will happen to, or it's gonna prove itself to be nurturing and cleansing for your life, because it's cleansing it from a how can I say, a noxious aspect, and it is replacing it with a benign one. Those couple of cards here, okay, if we do combine them, we can consider them the death card, okay? The death and the rebirth of a thing, right there with these two. It is just through the death card, it happens very naturally and it happens very slowly, while here is gonna be very violent, all right? So, and it could happen through a very sudden turnaround, okay? Maybe, just to give you that example, say that your relationship is on the rock and it's on the verge of breaking down, and suddenly you just, you know, stumble upon somebody that you fall heads over heels for that person, and there you go. While by that time you are going through a very rough time, that rough time is no longer concern of yours, because you do have now different interests, okay? Same thing could go in regards to your career, but what you need to know, Libra, it is that your life isn't ending here just because one thing isn't working out for you guys. Your life is just changing, and it is changing for your own good, for your own sake, and you are about to have a brand new life very, very soon. And it isn't that unbelievable as you may thought it was. Okay, that is from the active neutrals with the Seven of Cups. And so the next one, that is going to be for Scorpio. No, Sagittarius haven't been done yet. The Abbot. What do we need to know? Nine of Wands, catalyzed with the Two of Pentacles. Hello there, Abbot. Welcome to the stream. I hope you do enjoy it. And then we do have the Eight of Cups. Those three cards. Well, guys, they are those three cards. They are great. Should we look for fixing things into our environment? That is the primary thing we need to know about. And fixing things, especially if they do have an emotional taste to them, like for example, fixing things into our family, if we are on the edge with somebody there, or fixing things into our love life, for those of you Scorpio who does have such, because that definitely does not apply to me. It pretty much does refer to that we can definitely improve our current status. That is what we need to know right now, that we can improve our current status, especially toward aspects in our life that we do not find very well, or rather like that we are kind of disappointed about them, okay? So to give you another example, let's say we are working really hard and we are not quite happy with the results of our work, and instead of moving on the next thing, we should spend a little bit more time to perfectionalize the results there, or to reach a better results into the current aspect. So we should not abandon our doings, career-wise or relationship-wise, until we do what we want to do the way we want to do it. And that testament here, it is from the Nine of Wands, which is the prime of the card of the reading. By the way, we do have a active enemies, active neutrals here in this spread. And the Nine of Wands pretty much speaks that we do have the necessary experience and as well the necessary strength, if you will, to do it the way we want to do it. Okay, to do what we want to do the way we want to do it. And like I said, you know, we can also fix our relationships for those who does have such, which does not apply to me. Though what applies to me in that front, and I'm glad I'm using that deck, it is, look at this here that we do have. That is a bridge in between the sun and the moon, and it speaks for us who are single. What we need to know, it is that someone is coming. Okay, it's just somebody is coming, that according to the card is going to be from the opposite gender. Okay, so man is gonna meet a woman and woman is gonna meet a man. Hello Christy, as well as I can be with my current condition. Thank you for asking though. So yeah, that is what we need to know, Scorpio. And just one more small thing before we move forward, it is that we may consider changing some actions of ours and some plans of ours, or even some concepts of ours. That will be good, but if we decide to move on with plans and change, concepts and change, you know, vision and change, that ain't gonna do bad as well. So whatever, pretty much we do have a luxury here. What we need to know is that we do have a luxury to either make a change or not make a change. Either of this is not gonna make a difference whatsoever. Alright guys, so that concludes the second 4 star signs, and now the second break is going to take place, which means that the second free reading giveaway is going to take place. So to participate into the free reading giveaway, only thing you gotta do is just input your question into the comments down below. That is the only way how you can have a free reading with me. And to do so, to input your question, I will give you about 5 minutes, and after these 5 minutes I'm going to pick one question and perform a professional reading on it. Of course, anybody who supports the live stream through super chat is going to get their reading at the end of the live stream regardless. And if you do wish a personal reading, you can go to my website, which you're going to find into the description down below, and there you're going to find full list of my services as well, their pricing. But the services you ain't going to find there are the queues which are opening, that are opening at the end of every month. And this is the queue for the monthly tarot reading, the month of November. That tarot reading is from 9 card spread, and it focuses on your career, finances, and as well love for the duration of the month of November. And as well the other queue is for the Lenormand Le Grand Tableau, or Tableau. I hope I pronounced it this time correctly. Le Grand Tableau. This is a 36 cards Lenormand spread that will show you events which you cannot avoid, unfortunately, that are to happen to you in the future. And for it, you should be ready to hear anything, okay? Because it literally can show anything. Tableau. All right, mom. Tableau. You scared of the Lenormand? You should be. That ain't a walk in the park. And thing it is that I see people playing around with those cards, reading for the shits and giggles, you know, and that is quite dangerous because that's the thing about Lenormand, that there is no consensus what those cards truly do, okay? Some people believe that these cards show the future. Other people believe that these cards produce the future, so they kind of like change your future into what they want. So you should be. But if anyone dares to know, the cue is there. You can check it out. Where is my there? Yeah, Angela, happy birthday to your child. Oh my god, I almost forgot. Let me do something. Let me do something. It's about to turn 20, right? Well, Angela, for your child, is gonna have a very successful year. If it is turning, hello Ella, welcome to the live stream. I hope you do enjoy it and I hope you do like it. I hope you do have a lot of fun tonight. So Angela, those cards for your child that it is having a birthday now, very successful year. As far as I remember, it is turning 20, right? So if your child is looking for work, oh my god, she or he is gonna find a work like no tomorrow. All right, that year is going to be exceptionally great for your child, and on top of it, there is going to be a lot going on into it, because like any other person, you know, people think that they had made mistakes, right? But Alex turns 20, okay? So yeah, well, Alex is going to, I don't know how to put it into words. Things that Alex is blaming him or herself self for, or is poignant about, Alex is gonna fix them. Okay, pretty much Alex is gonna fix them and is gonna move on forward from it, having no regret about his or her decisions. Therefore, that is going to be a very, very successful year for Alex. Alex should truly step up Alex's game and attack, or rather, like, how can I say, siege a huge goals. Okay, so Alex should not go for the mundane stuff this year, but instead should attack a rather high heavens. All right, so let's check on a question. MT, is Capricorn going to speak the truth? I cannot tell exactly, because like I said, that is a decision for that Capricorn, but what I can tell you, MT, it is, do they plan to do so? What is their intention? Okay, is there a chance that they are going to speak the truth? You're welcome, Angela. No worries. It was a pleasure. Those three cards. I think that he will. He will just going to bend under pressure. Okay, he or she, that Capricorn, is gonna bend under pressure. But the truth is not gonna be the truth you think. Actually, that truth is going to allow them to walk away. I don't know what that means. Okay, but pretty much the truth that they're gonna say, it's going to serve for their favor, for the better or for the worse. So yeah, they are gonna speak the truth here. Alex is watching with you. Hello, Alex. Happy birthday. All right, couple of minutes, guys, and after that, the last 4 star signs are gonna take place. Ella, thank you so much for your $9.99. Thank you so much, Ella. I would like to ask, is that Sagittarius the same boyfriend you had, or is somebody new? Me. A new one. Oh my god, you ain't wasting your time, eh? You ain't wasting your time. Something that we talked about yesterday, and I thought that I kind of like, with my opinion, I kind of like disappointed some people, but it is my opinion and my view, and just I can't bend my thing to say other thing around, other thing for it, just to be liked. Ah, yeah. Okay, guys, a minute or two, and we are moving to Sagittarius. You're still single. Oh, you were single 2 days ago, I believe, Melda. You gotta take you gotta give it time. I am still single as well. I am single from about 4 years, and before that, I was single for about 11 or 9. I don't remember even. Wait a minute, it's over with the last one you had, Ella? Is that what you're saying? I thought you liked the guy. Wait a second, as far as I remember, you were with somebody, at least for the last few months. Oh, okay. I understand now. Wow, Angelia, you are one lucky one, aren't you? But why not? Ella. Mila Franco, thank you so much for your $5 support. Thank you so much, Mila. Let me put you into the list. Yeah, that is something that I am repeating myself all the time when I am kind of like poignant for the fact that I'm single. Only 5 years, Nancy? That's nothing. That's like nothing in comparison to many people. Like me, for example. I'm about to make it 5 soon. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm gonna make it 5 at May. Yeah, it's gonna be at May next year. I'm gonna make it 5. Okay. River Spirit, yes, you are about right. Well, Angelia, not sure if you're not sure if it is a luck or a curse. I don't know either, but one thing is certain: you are not bored at all. All right, so Sagittarius, what you need to know: Six of Pentacles, catalyzed from one side by the King of Swords, and from the other that is going to be the Knight of Wands. So we do have those 3 cards. Hello, KDK. So those 3 cards, guys, and what you need to know it is that your harmony and your peace is about to be disrupted. I can't say broken, but more like a disrupted. Because what will be brought to you is some things that you have to put serious thought into. And at the very least, there are going to be some moves and as well strategies that you will have to put for yourself that it's pretty much they have not been at the plate for of this moment, for as of this moment, I'm sorry. So what I am trying to say here it is that well, what you're gonna find about it is that problems you're trying to solve, they cannot be solved the way you want to solve them, but you gotta try some different way, and that will happen to be quite difficult for you at that point because you just are gonna find yourself being unprepared to seek for other options available and for other variants. Okay, it's not excluded as well that it may play out in such a way that's um, uh, you know, things, for example, into your career and into your relationship that you thought are not a big deal, it's something normal, happens to appear as a big predicament, or at least as a predicament, and you will have to put how can I say, a deliberation or a thought or an analysis over your actions, the actions of the other side, and in generally how things are developing. So what you need to know right now, it is that your peace is about to be disrupted. Can it be restored? Yes, it can be restored, but in order for you to do so, you gotta be open for some new stuff, for some new rules, and as well for some new approach toward the aspects that you are involved in. One thing you need to know, though, it is that not everything worth your sacrifice, not everything worth your attention as well. And so if you do not believe in anything, just don't throw yourself under the bus for it. Another thing that you need to know, it is that the hierarchy can be broken, meaning that you can take someone's place that does not belong to you, as somebody can take your place that does not belong to them as well. So be vigilant about it. Somebody can take, for example, your wife or a husband. You can take someone's wife or a husband. Somebody can take your place at work. You can take someone else's place at work. It can go both ways. So whatever you do, make sure that you're from the side of the one taking rather than from the side of the one losing. And by doing so, if you do remember, what do I say about the sacrifice and the loss, right? So what is the difference? Can anybody tell me what is the difference in between the sacrifice and the loss? If you do, you're gonna get the free reading right now on a question. Angelia, thank you so much for your $5 support. Thank you so much, Angelia. Let me put you into the list, and at the end of the live stream, I'm gonna perform you a reading for what do you need to know. Okay, I'm waiting, guys. What is the difference in between the loss and the sacrifice? Warm, very warm, the abbot. We are toe to toe, Angela, with the championship of the longest single person here. Angelia, you get the free reading, yes. And empty. Empty was closer. Empty is closer, yes. Sacrifice is a choice you make. Loss is a choice made for you. So here the Sagittarius have a choice to make a sacrifice and to leave something to go for something big that belongs to somebody else, or to leave that choice for this somebody else, for them to leave what they have to go for what Sagittarius has. Okay, so MT, your question? I'm going to perform your reading right now. Your question, MT. You know, sacrifice is a loss. That philosophy could be displayed in many ways. I'm just displaying it through the through the philosophy of tarot. And the philosophy is that the death comes around, you know, the death card comes around, that has a hello Laura, welcome to the live stream, that wants to take away something that, you know, it's no longer of your service, and you have a choice: would you give it away or not? And when you do not make that choice, okay, and you just pass, you borrow its time, eventually the Tower comes about and makes that choice for you. And that's why the Tower card and its little brother, the Ten of Swords, it's considered as losses. It is because you have allowed that choice to be made for you instead of sacrificing it on an earlier stages. MT, I'm waiting for your question if you do have such. I'm going to continue with Capricorn in the meantime. Anna, no, sacrifice cannot remove a loss, or at least I don't think so, because you can sacrifice something, but it's never gonna give you back what you have lost. It can remove the feel of loss, but it cannot regain back your loss. So Capricorn, Queen of Cups. Afterwards, we do have the Five of Wands. And then that will be the Temperance. All right, general it is empty. Right, after that we do have Temperance. So those three cards. Let me check on if the stream is running properly. It is. Why are you laughing? Well, Capricorn, your piece is about to be shattered, guys. And it will be shattered through quite of unexpected circumstances that are coming your way, surprising circumstances, so to speak. Now, however, the good thing about this situation that you need to know about, so what you need to know about generally, it is that your life is about to become way more dynamic than before. Now, through a very surprising and random circumstances that are happen your way. Now, the thing though, it is that those circumstances are very neutral. What I mean is that they can be used for good things. They can be used as well for say bad things. The choice pretty much is yours, but this what you need to know, it is that you are gonna have to go through a big challenge, and that will be an emotional challenge. You will need to do whatever it takes to maintain your emotional stability, because when the dynamic increases, for example, dynamic within your love life or dynamic within your career increases, you need to keep it together with yourself and with your emotional state, because if you do allow your emotions to rumble and to rattle you down, so to speak, you will never gonna find a way. Okay, that is what you need to know. These two are speaking that if you do allow to act emotionally, like for example, you do not like something that your, I don't know, husband tells you, and you emotionally contest the matter right away, you will say things you cannot take back. okay? Maybe not with your husband, maybe with your child, for example, if you do have such, or with your boyfriend or a girlfriend. So approaching the matter emotionally for sure is going to deliver damage that you just cannot fix afterwards. It may be candorous one, all right? You may express candor through that emotional stand, but it is just you are going to inflict so much damage that you won't be able to repair it after. So what you need to know it is that if you want to be on a good term with your business, with your love, with your friends, when you want to confront something, just stop yourself and sleep on it and then do it, okay? Because you will see that once you sleep on it, you will have way more milder, and it's not even more milder, but also a more compelling way to do it. So, and that is pretty much what you need to know. Also, what you need to know is that you don't have it in the bag, right? You don't have it in the bag with your job. You don't have it in the bag with your relationship as well. Things are about to change. In one way or another. For some of you, it's going to be a small change. For others, it's going to be a big change. But whatever the change is, once again, guys, do not take it personally. Do not take it emotionally. Whatever it is, you can find your way through. For as long as you do not allow yourself to act emotionally. All right, so empty your general reading. Let's check it out. Those are your cards, empty. Those are your cards. And I will be quite brief about it, okay? So just let me establish time frame first. By the mid of January, okay? So, brief about it. By the mid of January, MT, you will have an opportunity to take on an enterprise here for what those cards are pointing. And at first, the enterprise is gonna look like that it is something you do not want, but you are gonna be gravely mistaken, because the more the time comes about to the mid of January, the more you are going to start realizing that's what you want right now. Currently, it is not what you need. Okay, and so this enterprise that comes your way by the middle of January next year is gonna happen to be an enterprise that fully is going to fit with your ideals and as well with your standards. And that enterprise can go about a long-term job, a unfolding love, you know, or a very fruitful partnership as well. Once one thing is certain, empty, for you as a general reading, it is that by the mid of January next year, your era of difficulties and turmoils is about to end. So that is your general one for the near future, for the foreseeable future. Hmm. You're welcome. All right, so next one, that is going to be Aquarius. Yes, Aquarius. MT, thank you so much. I'm going to, for your 499. Thank you so much, MT. Regardless of that, I have answered your question right now. I'm still gonna put you into the list, and at the end of the stream, like with the others, I'm going to perform you a personalized reading of what you need to know as of this moment. So for Aquarius, the first one, that is going to be the Five of Wands, catalyzed from one side with the Devil, and from the other side, that is going to be the Three of Cups. This is what we do have. And you Aquarius need to know a couple of things. What you need to know it is that not everybody is agreed with you. They may look like it, but they aren't. Okay, so not everybody kind of like preaches your vision of the future, so to speak. And also the how can I say, what you need to know is that you can go for far bigger results. I don't know what that means for your current situation right now, but basically what those cards here are putting is that for one or another reason you are settling for less than you can settle for. And how you are going to, wow, it's so difficult to describe. That is quite of a difficult reading. So this is how it goes, okay? Where you can mix things around and you can have it way more chaotic than it is right now. This is where you can get for a better result, or you can go for a better result. It's like you are being beguiled to settle in favor of being comfortable and being peaceful, while if you do kind of like mud the water or get the water muddy, you will go for, or you are about to accomplish a bigger results. Now what you need to know right now, it is that it is free for all out there, and I'm sorry that I'm saying it, but it is what the cards are showing. And the sooner you accept it, the sooner you will see how you can force or enforce your own circumstances, so you can end up on the upper hand rather than ending up on the rock bottom here. But yes, it is free for all. In career, in relationship as well, it's a tug of war, and make sure you're sitting on the right side of that tug of war. Another thing that you need to know it is that there are going to be quite of a surprising event and circumstances that will allow you to make sudden turnarounds into your situations, especially in a situations that you are on the rock bottom, and you will have a chance to take the upper hand. Now this, however, is going to make bad, or rather like is going to be bad for some people around you, and that is where you should stop being concerned for others, but instead you should be concerned for yourself. That is what you need to know, Aquarius. And last but not least, we do have Pisces. All right, so for Pisces, we do have the Tower, catalyzed from one side with the Eight of Wands, and from the other side with Justice. That's quite powerful for Pisces. So those three, we do have a active friends, active supporters type of a elemental dignity. And what Pisces need to know, it is that the extent, the destruction, no matter what extent is happening with, like you know, for some it could be a small destruction, like something very small. Just give me a second. Like, for example, your plans for the evening may be destroyed, right? For others, it could be a big destruction. Your career may be destroyed, right? Or your relationship may be destroyed. But what you need to know it is that this destruction that it is happening in your life, it is for your own good, and it is so it sits on the scale, so it makes your life very, very imbalanced. It may look like it is something that was benign for your life, but in fact it was something noxious, noxious for your life, and that is why that destruction is taking place. And again, you will feel it like a loss because you did not let it go when you had to, and now that choice is made for you according to those cards. Those two, guys, those two. We have the destruction and the confirmation that you do deserve it. But also that is a confirmation that once the destruction takes place, your life is going to regain back its balance and its how can I say, its fluidity, or it will become fluent. It will become fluent. Yeah, it's fluent or steady, easygoing with a normal pace. And that destruction is going to be not sudden, as with the Eight of Wands. Is gonna take it, is gonna start happening piece by piece. So this is what you need to know, that when destruction starts to take place, you should not resist or struggle against it. The more you do, the more painful it's going to be. Because what the tower is, it's the tower in tarot is a symbol of everything you have built in certain regard. Okay, so everything you have built in regards to the plan for the evening, everything you have built in your love life, or everything you have built in your career, and gone. Why? Because you cannot build on top of it anymore. Okay, and it needs to be brought down so you can rebuild it and build it on a stronger foundation, I will say it that way. So you can build it wider, bigger, stronger. So it means that even if something in your life is going to undergo certain destruction, that doesn't mean that the life is your life is over. It doesn't mean that your career is over if your career gets destroyed, or it doesn't mean that your love life is over if your relationship gets destroyed. It means that you have to start clear, or on clear. You have to start anew. You have to start fresh. And so that was Pisces, and now the last free reading giveaway is gonna take place. And like with the other breaks, guys, I'm gonna give you about 5 minutes to input your question, and once those 5 minutes are over, I'm gonna pick one question and perform a professional reading on it. Of course, if you do want a personal reading, you can go to my website, which is listed down below into the description, and there at the very front page you're going to see a full list of my services, their pricing as well, and based on your budget and your needs, you can choose whichever service suits you best. Of course, there is a queue opened right now for choose services, which you ain't gonna find on my website. One of them is the monthly tarot reading for the month of November, which is 9-card spread, and it focuses on your career, your finances, and as well your love life. While the other one is a Le Grand Tableau. I said it right this time around. Le Grand Tableau. That is a Lenormand reading, and it shows events that are gonna happen to you in the future. So if you wanna dare fate, that is the one you go for. What is SP, Kristen? What does SP means? From Geneva. You're woke early, Emer. Oh, specific person, okay. You're done dating fate? Alright. But you cannot fight faith, Anna. Oh, daring. Okay. That's a smart decision. Susan, no, I cannot answer a pregnancy. What I can tell you is that if you do have a potential to get pregnant, but I cannot tell you are you gonna get pregnant or not. And again, potential doesn't mean through natural conceivancy, right? You fell down from your bed. Oh my God, it didn't happen to me. This didn't happen to me since I was child. Wow, but I fell down once or twice from my bed. All right. MR, will you find a new job soon? Let's check it out. Here are the cards for you. Let me check if you can. Let me put that deck away. Here. These are your cards. Okay, Page of Wands, the Sun, the Four of Swords, and the Eight of Swords. Let me tell you time frame. Very soon. Very soon, Emma, you should find a job in about no longer than a month from now. The thing though, it is that it's going to be a temporary job, so it's not going to be a long-term job, not because you are going to be kicked out or you're going to lose that job, but because very soon you are going to reach the maximum into that job. It is just that job will not going to allow you to grow in a pace or at all of it, and thus you're going to start looking for another job. How long it is going to take you to find another job from the one that you are going to find in about a month, that remains to be seen. But yeah, according to the cards, in about a month you should have an opportunity to start a job. Again, I cannot make decisions for you, Emer. You will have a chance to start a job. It depends on you. Will you take the chance or not? Okay? But whatever that job is, once again, is not going to be a job that you would like very much once you start working it. And you're going to start contemplating changing it, finding another one. But still, you ain't going to stay jobless for a long time. All right, that's about with the free reading giveaway, and now we are moving to the super chat readings. Let me shuffle and draw for the super chat. Yes, Mila, you are already put it into the super chat list. Yes, you will. What does that mean? You're welcome, Emma, for your thank you for your $5 for your 5 Czech francs support. It's not dollars, it's Czech francs, but still. Thank you so much. Bye. Regardless, I'm gonna put you into the list. Make sure you do check your reading tomorrow or the day after. I'm going to perform you one. All right. All right, Heather, first question, message from spirits. We have the 7 of Pentacles with the Queen of Pentacles. Heather, for you, the message of spirits, it is that you are lightly walking away from some situations in your life that you can definitely put a better work, or you can get more gains from those situations. So next time you do decide to walk away from something and even to throw yourself into something new, like I said, for one of the star signs, try to sleep on it and think carefully how much you are about to gain, how much you are about to lose, and how much you are about to invest into it. Because according to the message of spirits, there is some disbalance into the giving and taking type of thing, and therefore you are either walking away, which is the most prominent thing here, weights you lightly from, for example, relationship or from career situation, or you are throwing yourself into unworthy aspects or unworthy enterprises that are taking way more from you than you are gaining from them. The second question for you is your love life. So we do have the 2 of Wands with the 6 of Wands here for your love life. I don't know if you are in a relationship or not, or you are having something with somebody around you, but they are more prominent for such a thing if you do have a love interest or you are with somebody right now. And what they speak in that case, it is that there is so much potential in between you two, so much more potential in between you two, and you should focus right now on having, how can I say, exciting experiences in between one another instead of leading a mundane relationship. So you have to kind of like increase the exciting enterprises and the exciting events in between one another. Should you be single in regards to love? I don't know how to put it into words, but you definitely made an impression to somebody around you, and you should not stop making that impression, because eventually that person is going to approach you. Okay, so that's about your love life, what you need to know about your love life right now. Nancy, your dominant energies. The card is the Four of Cups with the World. Dominant energies are energies of a closure here, and they are dominant in fact. Okay, what I mean is that through those energies, it's very easy somebody to become sloth, to become in a state of sloth. So Nancy, instead of kind of like again setting your life and revolving it around mundane activities like going into work every day, coming back and doing the same thing over and over again, you, Nancy, should decide to go for more. Okay, instead of allowing yourself to be devoured by a emotional stability, you need to seek the thrill of the hunt. You need to think about some kind of a new enterprise, new perspective, new goal for yourself to follow, so you can bring back excitement in your life once more. That is literally the dominant energies. But if you do seek closure, like closure into contract, closure into job, closure into relationship, that closure is coming your way big time. But you will have to think about what happens after that. Okay. Well, yeah, well, that sloth can only be broken by you, not by the universe, like throwing your way more activities. You have to figure out more activities. You need to set more activities for you. Jane, what you need to know right away. We do have those two cards for you, Jane. These are a very Page of Pentacles with the Five of Swords for you, Jane. Well, Jane, it seems that someone around you is very hurt, and most likely they are hurt by you. And you are unaware of that. They are putting a brave smile on their face in front of you, acting like, you know, everything is fine, and nothing really it's going on. Nothing is it's touching them in a negative way, but they feel humiliated and they feel like you pretty much stabbed them in the back. So what you can do, not much you can do really here, unless they decide to open up. And if they do open up, what you need to do there is to show them how much they worth for you, all right? How much, what is their value for you, that you value their personality, their friendship, or their love more than anything else. Something you said or something you do is undermining that value, all right? And that is why they feel betrayed. That is what you need to know right now. And the fact that the cards are showing it into that context, what you need to know, definitely you don't know it by now. So that this person is definitely acting like everything is okay, but it isn't. So don't be flabbergasted if somebody out of nowhere outburst on you. It is because of it. Ella, what's going to happen with me and that Sagittarius? Six of Pentacles with the Hierophant. Those two, Ella. Well, what will happen? You are gonna learn to, or it's not even learn, well, more than one thing is gonna happen, Ella. You are gonna start trusting each other very much, and you are gonna start how can I say, providing support to each other. Okay, that is what's going to start happening. And from it, a mutual reliability is going to settle in between you two. But what will remain as a fact, it is that you are from different worlds, and that will never gonna go away. So even if you do decide to make a commitment here, which is gonna be a good thing, by the way. You're welcome, Jane. I hope that's, you know, that's it's something small with this person, okay, and it is not irreparable. But for Ella, yeah, if you do want to make a commitment, if you do have a chance to make that commitment with this person, you need to know that this difference is going to be overcame very difficult. It's going to be very difficult to overcome that's difference into the layer of the society. And at the start, you know, one will feel unworthy for the other. It is just that gap into the social statuses. It's just there. Okay, and it's not going away anytime soon, and that's why you have to build up that trust and mutual reliability before you make a commitment. If you are wondering, you know, is it gonna transform into commitment? It's very possible, but it's gonna take a lot of time. Good night to you too, Melda. Take care as well. Yeah, time will tell, definitely. Time will tell. Milan Franco, your relationship, the Queen of Swords with the Five of Pentacles. Oh my God. What you need to know for your relationship, Mila, it is that whatever trifles you do have there, okay, like trifles, like I mean plights, misunderstandings, difficulties, you can annihilate those difficulties. Okay, you do not have to question your approach and your lifestyle within that relationship even for a moment. Now, the only thing that may jeopardize your relationship is the softness of your heart, and therefore you gotta stand your ground right there. Okay, you just you should not show any sign of weakness whatsoever. But whatever difficulties you may be experiencing into your relationship, they do have a resolution, and you can do it by pressing very hard, by pressing a very strong. And one more thing, what you need to know it is that your relationship right now doesn't need cuddling in front of the fireplace with a bottle of wine. It does need a physical touch. Therefore, you know, a lot of time spent together, sex as well, and so on and so forth. Next one, that will be Angelia oh my God, I cannot pronounce that. Gopal Krishnan. What you need to know right now, Angelia, we do have the King of Cups with the Nine of Swords. Some kind of an offer is coming your way, Angelia. An offer which the person that was about to give you the offer was afraid of a denial, like you are to deny them. But they will say, hey, if you don't ask, the answer always is gonna be no. So, you know, even if I get denied, I may as well ask it so I can free myself, because if I don't ask, I am denied every single day. And so you are to be approached with some kind of an offer. I cannot say if that's about a business offer or romantic offer, but either way, the offer stands. And if you can't take it, there is no need for you not to take it whatsoever. All right, so next one, that is going to be empty. You do have Three of Pentacles. What you need to know right now with the Chariot card, those two cards, and you are going to be supported from the people into your environment of the things you do. support it in a way, how do you call it, moral support, because nobody can help you with what you do. You got to go through it on your own. But that being said, everybody is going to encourage you that you are doing the right thing for yourself, and that you can, how can I say, rely on them when the time comes about. What do you need to know as well? It is that you most likely is gonna step up in front of the crowd and become a team leader if that's possible. And what do you need to know? It is that not just only you, but those around you are gonna be proud of your work, your standing, and in generally what you do within your love life and as well within your career. Carmen, there should be a dollar sign just beneath the field where you type in the chat. MR, what do you need to know? Wow, we do have those two, and you asked about the job. My God. So MR, what you need to know is that you are about to put a very successful end or finalization of an important cycles of developments, and you are to show yourself strong. You're gonna show yourself the woman for the job. I'm saying that because I know that you are a woman, but yeah, you are gonna show yourself very reliable, very consistent, and someone capable of maintaining control, maintaining balance, and fixing crisis as well. And also, what do you need to know? It is that whatever you are trying to close, which is what I know, finding a job, you have attended to every single important detail of the endeavor. So I guess that the other prediction was true, because with such a strong cards here, it's not even a matter of months or of 1 month. It's a matter of days and even weeks and even days finding a job. You're welcome, Lisa. Welcome, Lisa. So guys, that's gonna do it for tonight. I hope you enjoyed the session. I'm planning for the future to make more of these. I really enjoy that format. What your sign needs to know right now, immediate guidance. Okay, it's a live stream that I kind of like relax. Carmen, all right, so Carmen, thank you so much for your $4.99. Thank you so much, Carmen. Let's check for you. What do you need to know right now? We have the Ace of Pentacles with the... Oh my God. And we thought that MR had the reading right, so you do have those two, Carmen. My God, girl. My God. Carmen, you do have the power to further your goal. I don't know how you've... What are you doing here, Emer? I mean, you're about to go to bed. Carmen, this is how it stands. You have the power to make your career very successful. You have the power to make your love life very harmonious. And that will happen through setting yourself up. That will happen through taking on a rare opportunity to further your goal. Okay? Legal questions. What do you mean legal questions, Charlie? So that being said, Carmen, what do you need to know? Whatever you say goes. Okay, you want to enforce rules in your career, that can happen. You need to enforce rules into your love life, that can happen. Right now, what do you need to do and what you need to know, it is to identify what do you need, what do you want, what your yearnings are. And whatever your yearnings are, this is where you will have to direct your attitude and how can I say, your focus at. Because this is how it stands with the devil card. The devil, it's the yearnings of our soul, okay? And the devil is very neutral by nature. It can be very good and it can be very bad. And this is what determines if the devil is gonna be a bright Lucifer, which is the bringer of light, or a dark Lucifer, which is the devil, right? So it determines, it takes it that way. What does define a soul? If it is not the flame that burns within, fighting back the darkness, right? Burning for life itself. And the fuel of that flame within us, it's our yearnings and our desires. And therefore, if we don't go for what we yearn for and what we desire for, the flame starts to fade and glooms spread within our soul, and at the end only dark remains. This is how you make the devil entirely negative, when you resist it. Okay, when you stop caring of yourself and of what you need, but you go and fulfill everybody else's needs, and you see how happy they are, and you are left with nothing. So that is what you need to know, Carmen. It is that now is your moment to do what you want, to make your life harmonious from your point of view, from your standing, and you gotta do it as of this moment. All right, so that's gonna do it, guys. Thank you so much for your presence here into the live stream. Thank you so much for your support. And we are going to see each other very, very soon for the weekly live stream, because there aren't going to be any weekly videos this week as well. But I am planning to resume them from the start of the next month. So yeah, like I said, we're going to see each other very, very soon, in a day or two. And until then, bye.